we're at a point where She-Hulk is such garbage that even fans who are willing to completely defend the show, no matter what the cost, are starting to turn on this and get angry at She-Hulk. And I absolutely love this because this show is absolutely terrible, okay? I watched the second episode that just came out a couple of days ago. Oh my gosh, the writing on this show is some of the worst writing that I've seen in a very long time for any show. This is so bad, and it's getting so bad where it's almost to a point where everyone hates this show. It's hilarious. So She-Hulk's new episode just broke a frustrating Disney Plus record. So this is coming from a site that is very much in defense of everything She-Hulk. So you can tell that even they are frustrated by this, and it's hilarious. Moving into Phase 4, MCU fans have become enamored with the runtimes of the latest outings across both theaters and Disney Plus. So talking about all the different shows they've been putting out, which pretty much all of them are garbage. Thor: Love and Thunder was terrible. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was terrible. And pretty much everything about Phase 4 has been just complete trash, okay? Generally, most of the MCU's Disney Plus shows have clocked in between 40 and 50 minutes. Yada, yada, yada. You guys get the picture. As She-Hulk Attorney at Law comes around, Marvel Studios is tackling a brand new format as it produces a half-hour legal comedy, which is not a comedy, okay? There's literally only one thing that made me even come close to it. I smirked in episode 2, and that was because there's this part where Bruce Banner was saying, basically he said something like, I am not who I used to be, or I am completely changed, and all of that type of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you sure are. You are definitely not the awesome Hulk that we had back in 2008 and 2012 with the Avengers, but, you know, that was the only part that even made me come close to cracking anything resembling a smile. But even with this format being promised from the beginning and being pivotal to the series structure, a newly broken Disney Plus record has led to backlash on social media. She-Hulk Attorney at Law Episode 2 broke a frustrating MCU Disney Plus record as the legal comedy clocked in with the shortest installment that Marvel Studios has brought to the streaming service, excluding the I Am Groot shorts, which are, you know, they're just little shorts, so those don't even count. So She-Hulk Attorney at Law Episode 2 is the shortest thing that they have ever produced as far as an MCU Disney Plus show, and that is hilarious to me because that just goes to show that no matter what they do, this entire show that they're doing with She-Hulk is not about actually telling a good story with the She-Hulk character. That's not what this is about. If you go through Episode 2, it's literally just She-Hulk complaining the entire time. Throughout the entire episode, she's just whining because at first she cries and whines because she had to save people and she lost her job. She was fired basically because she hulked out and she saved people who were in the courtroom, and she was complaining. She was like, sometimes I wish I didn't save those people and all of this type of stuff. And then she got a new job. She was complaining about her new job because it wasn't completely what she wanted. She like, it was just a mess. She is a mess, and every time that she's on screen, it just makes me feel more miserable seeing her misery in everything that happens to her life. This show, by the way, is a perfect window into the soul of an angry feminist. That's literally what the show is all about, and you can tell that that's what the show is all about because they aren't actually focused on telling a good story. This episode 2 was completely empty. There was no reason for this episode to exist. By the end of it, I was like, okay, what was the point of this episode? Because it didn't really have a point. So anyway, so even people who are huge She-Hulk fans are starting to be like, you know what, maybe this show is, maybe there's problems with this show. And there is indeed. Episode 2, Superhuman Law, ran at 30 minutes only. Yeah, so that's just something that I thought was absolutely hilarious, is that they are at a point where even on Twitter, some people are like, you know what, maybe the show isn't that great after all. And it's pretty funny to see people who are vehemently defending the show to start to come to that realization. So, and indeed, obviously I was ahead of the curve, and a lot of other people were ahead of the curve on this. Yeah, it is garbage. It's a bad show. It's terrible. And yeah, so let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about this because I found this to be highly entertaining. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very, very soon.